we have officially reached the midpoint of this season, and it's bringing me a lot of joy because I'm being consistent. I'm, doing my best to get these videos out to y'all, and making sure that the actual episodes are very fruitful. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that I'm offering you guys some type of value. I don't want to just be giving you mumbo jumbo conversations about seasonal depression and it doesn't do anything to help you. But this particular episode, because it is the mid-season, I think what better way to actually give you guys some value is to just do a quick little check-in. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know we're on two different sides of the world. You might be in, I don't know, Timbuktu, and I'm in Newport News. But at the end of the day, I think we still can, have a little dialogue, talk a little bit. So though I'm not able to directly talk to you, hopefully these conversations can still be valuable to you. But for one, I just want to say I'm proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you because you've been working hard to do your best. And that's really it. Like, I think we work so hard daily and we struggle and we fight just trying to survive sometimes that we don't even give ourselves enough time to say, I'm doing my best. And that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Every day, just wake up and do your best. Whatever energy you have, whatever capacity you have emotionally, mentally, do your best with what you got, because you're not waking up on 100 every single day. You might wake up on 75 tomorrow. You might wake up on 27 tomorrow. We don't know, but it's okay, because as long as you're doing your best, that's all that matters. So I hope that whoever's watching, if you're here with me, if you're sharing this moment with me, that you are doing your best. Quick, before we even get too far into this, we're on Friday, December 8th at 1:44 p.m. Yes, we're recording this same day. The reason being is because, for one, I want a lot of these moments to feel so grounded in this season. I didn't want to record a whole bunch of episodes like throughout the summer or through early fall to prepare for seasonal depression. I wanted to be in the midst of this because I want you to feel like you're here with me and I'm here with you. I don't want you to deal with this stuff alone, right? I really don't. It's hard. It is a hard thing to deal with alone. I definitely realize that there's going to be times where you have to actually take a moment and, be by yourself and deal with your own emotions, deal with your own thoughts. And that's important. But throughout those moments where you can get help and you can, have someone by your side, I want to be someone that you can confide in, even if it is through digital space, even if it is just a podcast episode, I still want to be able to be here with you throughout these times. So that's why these episodes are so grounded in the days that you see them in. I say the times and the dates because I want you to feel the realness of it, not just that this is pre-recorded and it's, strategically planned for something else. No, this is literally real, raw, and in your face. And I want that to be a constant theme throughout these next couple seasons. But because we're here, again, I want to come back to it because, again, like I said, I'm proud of you. And I hope that you're taking care of yourself. Did you drink water today? That's a good question. I'm going to chastise you a little bit. Did you drink some water? If you answered yes, good job. If you answered no, it's all right. I need you to go get some water. Pause this video. Take a moment. If you got it on your phone, hey, take it with you and go get some water. Find some. If you got to get tap water, get tap water. But get a bottle of water or get some water from the fridge, wherever it is. Please hydrate yourself and not just get one cup and call it a day. One cup is good. It's a good start, and I'm proud of you for doing that because that may be your best today. But I want you to make sure that your daily hydration is hydrating, because you got to be focused on that, okay? Like, water is very, very important for your body. You don't want to drink too much, but you also don't want to drink too little, because that hydration really does help. Whatever you could be going through, whether it is seasonal depression, whether it's grief, whether it's manic depression, or whatever the case may be, there are certain things that you can do physically that can help you, and drinking water is something that hydrates you. It just keeps your body at a median level, right? And when you're at this median level, it just helps to make everything else easier, right? It's like thinking about a train. A train that runs on coal needs coal in order to run. But if the train has a whole bunch of heavy weight on it, extra weight, and it's cold outside, it's gonna run a lot harder. Even with the same amount of coal that you're putting in, you might have put some more in because it's running a lot harder. But a train on a warm day might run a little easier because it's not as cold, there's not as much friction in the air to actually have to go against, right? So think about your body like that. Your body is a temple that can operate at a high level. Some days you're gonna operate at 100, some days you're gonna operate at 50. But if you are giving your body what it needs physically in order to operate, you're actually going to be doing yourself a great service. Like, you're going to be doing a lot better for yourself, because by you feeding yourself, by you hydrating yourself, you're just putting yourself here, closer and closer to the top, right? Even if you're not operating mentally here, physically being here just assists you, because that's one thing out the way. Like, if you feel like you're overwhelmed right now, if you feel like you are having a lot of issues with just trying to focus or whatever the case may be, right? One thing that takes the majority of things off your plate is just maintaining a good standard within your body. I'm gonna stress this every time I get routines help. Routines really, really do make a difference, because when you put yourself in a daily regimen of whatever process you need, whether it's waking up, going to sleep, or even throughout your day, it just helps you to stay consistent with something that's grounded in normalcy, something that's grounded in reality. And sometimes you need that, because one thing about seasonal depression that I've experienced is that when you have it, sometimes it can put you in this space where you're like in a void. You're just kind of stuck, and being stuck doesn't help. But I might not be able to get out of that right now. But what can I do to assist myself while I'm there? Because I'm not here to force you out of the space that you might even find some comfort in. It might sound crazy or strange to some, but for some, being in that space gets comfortable. It gets familiar, right? And it's hard to kind of describe the feelings, because for all of us, we could be experiencing it in different ways. But I want you to know that when you're in these spaces, when these things are going on, when the seasonal depression is happening to you, like my last episode, for me, was seasonal depression happened for me, to see some things, right? You still have choice, you still have power, you still have permission. And I want you to know that you can choose to give yourself good things. You can choose to give yourself what you need. It doesn't have to be a space where you're sitting in that space and soaking and you're just going to neglect yourself completely. You can give yourself some water. You deserve some water. You can give yourself some food. You can deserve some food. The basic, the bare minimum. You could give yourself a makeover if you wanted. Let me tell you about being a man. One thing about us, for my guys out there, you get a haircut, you feel like a brand new person. A brand new person. Look at me. I got a haircut on. I ain't wearing my what do you call it? What is that joint called? A bandanas right now, because I got a haircut. I feel like a brand new person. And that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But it's true. It's true. These things can help you. Even when your mental health is low here, things that you do outside of yourself, the physical, cleaning your room, like those things represent the reflection, I feel like, of your mental space. Your room can represent your mental space. Your home can represent your mental space. So when it's cluttered, when it's disorganized, when it feels out of order, when the energy feels off, maybe look within and say, is it me? Am I off? Is something going on? And like, how do we fix this? Okay, let's start taking some things one at a time. Maybe I need to, put myself back on like, I know for a lot of us, especially if you're in your 20s, your early 20s especially, you're probably going through a period of time where either you have a new job, you are looking and inquiring for a new job of some sort, even if you already have one, but you're in a space where you're trying to figure things out. And a lot of times it's hard to stay into a set routine, because sometimes your life is changing so rapidly, you don't even know how to adjust and pivot, right? But one thing I really will say is, if you take a moment and just sit down, for one, breathe, for two, drink a little water, and then three, think about what you really need. Because I don't want to say that everyone can benefit from a routine, because that may not be true. Some people may need spontaneity in order to be free, and that could be your reality. But I want you to take into account what you need. Think about the things that have helped you before. Think about the things that you might not even know of yet. There are plenty of things that I've learned as an adult that help me now more than ever, because I learned it when I had to experience it. And what I mean by that is, when I experienced the negative thing, when I experienced a thing that, was causing me this friction, it provoked me to figure out a solution. It literally set me on a quest of what's going on, how do we fix it? Because it's uncomfortable. It's not something that you want to sit in. And now that you're solving it, you're trying to solve for X, like we're back in algebra, you now have to put yourself in a position to find a solution that you may have not had prior. And that's probably the best thing for your situation, because not only can it help this one situation, but now it offers so much more support on the other ends or the other things in your life, and you never really realize it until you have to reflect on it. So I encourage you guys, definitely take a moment, take a breath, drink some water, and think about what you can do to help yourself right now. Because you might be sitting in your bed, you might be sitting in your car, you might be sitting at work, you might be sitting outside, I don't know. But you might be dealing with seasonal depression. You might be dealing with a manic episode. You might be dealing with some anxiety. Whatever it could be that's ailing you, whatever it could be that's frustrating you, whatever it could be that's saddening you, I want you to just take a breath, drink a little bit of water, and let's think through the solution. And it may not come quick, it may not come as fast as you want it, but when it comes, it's on time. Trust and believe it's on time. So I hope this check-in has done you well. I really just wanted to take a moment to say hello, and I hope that you're doing well. Take your time, drink some water. I'm not going to tell you too much. I feel like that was easy. That's an easy playbook. In my eyes. It might seem hard for some, and it might be overwhelming for you, and I'm not going to judge you for that. But I want you to take your time. So again, what's the first thing? Take that breath. Number 2, drink some water. I don't got water with me right now, but best believe when I get off here, I'm gonna drink some water. And then let's think about what's going on, and let's figure out a solution. Let's think about what's happening, and let's look at the signs. The symptoms are gonna tell you every time, but we gotta get to the core and figure out the core issue. All right. Love you guys. I hope you fight for yourself. You fight for your life. Okay. It's hard, I know, but you got this. You got it in the bag. All right. That's the end of the episode. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. It's the end of the episode. It's short, right? Short and sweet. That's all we need. All right. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, love, Phenix.